Barbara, is Bertram's house prepared for us to visit today? I have a meeting with him at 3 p.m. Is that still on the docket?
Yeah. Are you still coming?
Yes. Thank you. We're going to be a couple minutes late. Beverly took the wrong route. She forgot where Bertram's kennel is.
Okay, well, if you're gonna be late, you should call and let me know a little sooner.
What do you mean? I got 15 more minutes to get there.
Yeah, the meeting starts in 15 minutes. Bertram's time is valuable.
He's on house arrest. What is valuable about his time?
Let me know when you get there.
She is such a fucking bitch, Beverly.
I can't stand the woman. Why did you hire her?
I was Bertram's assistant. She was already there. I felt bad.
Well, why don't you fire her? You're in charge.
Well, I asked Bertram and he said no.
I think they have something going on.
Oh, you think?
Why else would he keep such a putrid woman around?
Well, maybe I kind of thought maybe she was only being putrid to me because, she was favorable to Bertram,
Every time I've called her, she's acted like that to me. She treats me like I'm a damn idiot.
You're right, like you were inconveniencing her for doing her job.
My last name might be Hillbillies, but that doesn't mean I am a hillbilly.
No, I mean, you come from a line of explorers. You have wealth, generational wealth.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean...
This is old money.
It's definitely old.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, well, I mean, it's just you've held on to it.
You told me I've been looking youthful lately.
Oh, I mean, you have the cleanse and getting you out of Capital Cheese, retiring from Capital Cheese has done really good for your health. I think you look great.
My udders feel better than usual, and now that I only have you sucking on them, I think your saliva is the glue that holds my tits together.
I think you're probably right. And, I can't wait to get done with this meeting and go back and have unprotected sex.
Well, at this point, yeah, we can have unprotected sex. I mean, I don't think I'm having a child anytime soon.
Oh, is that why you were making me wear a condom? I thought you were worried about STDs.
Well, I just never knew if I went through menopause. I didn't have any of I still have my period.
You what?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, maybe we shouldn't. I mean, I can pull
out. You pulled out last time, Dale, as long as you're not nutting in me.
Well, I mean, no, I don't, I would not.
Did you nut in me?
No, I mean, I nut inside
I can't feel it.
No, I nut inside the condom, but when we do raw doggy, no, I don't.
That's fine. It has a 99.9% success rate.
I know. We should probably get some spermicidal lube.
Spermicidal? Why would I want to kill your babies?
Well, I mean,
I don't believe in abortion.
Oh, it's not abortion. It's just if anything leaks out of the condom, or if I put my penis in raw doggy, it would kill any sperm that come. Not the baby.
I don't want a baby.
No, I don't want a baby either. That's why we need the spermicidal lube.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you nutted in the condom inside me.
You said you gave me consent. Do not turn this into some
okay.
Me Too bullshit.
Clark, I don't want to argue.
No, I don't either.
Just pull it out. Hit me raw.
You want to do one time right here before the meeting?
Let's do it.
We're already late.
Let's do it.
Come over here behind this hay bale, baby.
Oh, pull down my trousers. Hit it from the back.
Oh, you've got those long johns on with the butt flap?
Oh, yeah, for perfect access.
Perfect. And easy for shitting.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Open up.
Oh.
Oh, shit, Beverly. It's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
Oh, yeah, I think I feel it. Can you rub my clit a little? It's the only way I get off.
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Go up a little. Oh, too sensitive.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I lost the boner.
Oh.
Sorry, it's not, it kind of got soft when you screamed.
That's, okay. So.
Sorry, I don't think I'm going.
You want me to button up my trousers?
I don't think I'm going to be able to, but I can finish you if you want me to rub or something.
No, okay, let's go.
All right, Beverly. Well, it's just supposed to be me and Bertram, so here we are. What are you going to do while I'm in the meeting?
Oh, I'm just gonna sit out here and knit.
Oh, okay. You're still working on your Afghan?
No, I finished the Afghan. I gave it to you for your birthday present. Do you not remember?
Ooh, is that the yellow and green thing?
Yeah, it's the yellow and green thing.
Well, I didn't know that's what an Afghan was. I thought it was some sort of, like, animal or, like...
No! This is the blanket for DG.
Oh,
you know how we talked about making him a little knit saddle so we can ride him?
Yeah, and it looks like you're making it from his hair like you talked about.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to knit goat hair.
Well, he's so woolly, he's like a sheep. I mean, it's, maybe you should spin it out more. I don't know, I'm not going to tell you. I don't shit in your kitchen.
You don't knit. Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Have fun in your... Here, give me a kiss on the lips.
All right.
No, yeah, you gotta make the noise.
Alright, Barbara, unlock the door, I'm here.
Why didn't you call and let me know you were here? That's what I told you.
I got delayed, I'm ready for the meeting.
Well, call back and let me know you're here, and then I'll open the door.
Oh my fuck.
Hello?
Barbara, I'm here.
Okay.
For the meeting with Bertram, alright, thank you.
Come right in.
Thank you. Lovely place he's got here.
Don't look at that. Up the stairs to the right.
Oh, God, you're a fucking cunt.
Takes one to know one.
That's
Ew.
what I think of you.
Ew, did you just fucking fart on me? You disgusting fucking freak. Ew.
Watch this, I shake my leg and...
Get the fuck away from me.
Ah, there it is. The turd I shit out slid down my leg out my pants. There you go. Barbara, you're fucking fired, bitch. Ha ha ha!
You can't fire me, Consuela. Come clean this up, now.
Bertram, hey, I'm here for the meeting. How's it going, buddy?
I don't know how you can get away with calling me buddy, but it's going okay.
Haven't seen you in a long time since you got out of the hospital. How are you doing?
Surviving. Much better in my home, but when are you gonna let me out?
Well, probably never, to be honest with you.
Never? You've been stringing me along this whole time, telling me maybe some point I'll get out, but never.
Well, at this point, I mean, it's just an indefinite... It's up to you. I mean, it's kind of like, do you want to keep being the president behind the scenes, or do you want to, like, fade into obscurity?
I want to be the president in front of the scenes.
Well, Bertram, to be frank with you, you haven't even leveled with me about this prophecy. You still are saying it doesn't exist, you're saying you don't know anything about it, and if that is the case, then you have mad goat disease, and you cannot be the president.
Well, what if the case was that I did know something about it? Could I be the president again?
Well, I mean, you'd have to pass some sort of competency test. I'd have to hold up pictures and... Yeah, and you'd have to tell me what they are.
You... Clark County want me to pass a competency test.
Well, yeah, Bertram.
Did you graduate high school?
No, but what's that got to do with anything?
I'm clearly more competent than you.
Bertram, as far as I'm concerned, you had a huge stained glass prophecy hidden in your bedroom that you say you know nothing about. You are depicted on the images, you and your brother Chris, and you say you know nothing about it. They are coming here to kill us. Now, if you know nothing about this, mad goat disease, no presidency.
Chris would never come here to kill us.
Oh, Chris?
He's too big of a pussy.
Too big of a pussy. He's actually a big penis. See, that's why you don't really understand.
That's the point. He's a pussy in a penis body. Don't you get it?
Not really. I mean, transgender.
No, at no point was Chris Big Red as you know him. At no point was he ever a vagina.
Okay, but so like pussy, like he's a f***it.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Got you.
Now, I don't even know why I'm telling you this, because I'm not sure you're even going to let me out if I do.
No, I mean, look, I can't tell you I'll let you out, but if you can prove that you have some sort of insight into what's going to happen or some way to fix all this thing, then maybe I can work something out, let you out.
I know exactly how to fix it. Things were going Had you heard about Big Red before I was away?
Well, no, but he's a dangerous, imminent threat all of a sudden.
Because of you!
What did I do?
You brought chaos to the island!
Okay, just because I did the cheese thing with money and took over,
No, that's not why. You didn't tell me you were a hunted man when you came here.
Sure I did. We were political refugees. I told you that from day one.
Well, I didn't realize it would be that bad.
Okay, so you are the vagina inside penis clothing.
Excuse me. I'm a vagina inside penis clothing.
Yes!
Do you know who you're talking to?
I'm talking to someone with mad goat disease who used to be the president of Goat
I
Island.
don't have mad goat disease. You know that. Dr. Xavier knows that. That's why I'm at home.
Has Dr. Xavier tested your ass in the last 2 days?
Does he need to check my ass every day?
Yes! Yes! Come on, don't you see the advertisements? Fuck! Nobody is going to end this fucking... We're going to have an endemic if people like you don't get your vaccine and read the
I
pamphlets.
got the vaccine!
Did you get your booster?
No.
There you have it.
Well, Barbara checks my ass every night, and I think she knows what to look for.
Oh. Okay, I got to let Beverly know about that. Barbara checks your ass?
She's a registered nurse before you get anything in your head.
Whatever you say, Bertram, whatever you say.
For somebody who wants me to get my vaccine and my booster, you sure don't care about the nurses out there.
Oh, don't ever talk to me about the frontline nurses of mad goat disease. No.
They're brave souls.
They saved Beverly's life. She wouldn't be here today without them because, well, honestly, they kind of think she might have been patient zero, but you know that.
Of course I know that. I know a lot of things that you would like to know, but you will never know because you aren't me. You can't run Goat Island if you weren't here since the beginning of Goat Island.
Okay, well then enlighten me, Bertram. Tell me what happened at the beginning of Goat Island.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's how it all started.
Alright, spin around the globe a few times. Let's put down a civilization of goats.
Goat civilization? Talking goats?
Oh yeah, they talk like this.
Buddy.
See, I made one.
Fuck your husband. What? Why are you making perverted goats?
Because I want to have sex.
Suck my cock. I'm not gonna suck your cock. You're a fucking goat.
Listen to him.
Suck it.
You better do it.
No. Ew. You repulse me.
Fuck your husband. Oh.
Who the hell and what am I?
Get over here, brother. Fuck your husband. Oh.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah. Look at all the poon around us, Bertram. Oh.
Chris.
Oh.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Oh,
Chris, what are you
fucking
doing?
This little I'm fucking. Oh, man. I'm having unprotected sex.
Chris, stop. Chris, come here right now. What are you doing?
Dude. Oh, Bertram, don't fucking goat block me. Don't cock block me, dude. I was just about to nut in that goat.
Chris, you did not ask for that goat's permission.
Dude. Bertram, look at me. I don't need permission. I'm the sexiest stud here. I'm the biggest goat with the biggest muscles. And I got the biggest beard of them all. Every girl wants me. Right, Jackie? Oh.
Chris, you can't do that. Chris,
Bertram.
we just
Shut
came to be and the first thing you're doing is fucking goats without the permission.
It's what I meant to do, brother. Fuck your husband. It's the first thing I said. It's ingrained in me. Fuck your husband. Fuck your husband. That's 2 more goats right there.
Chris, I can't sit here and watch my own brother do this. This is disgusting.
Oh, fuck off, brother. I don't care.
You're some sort of sex addict.
All you goats, listen up. If you want to follow the sexiest fucking stud in this place, the sexiest stud with the biggest muscles, the wellest trimmed hooves and the best horns, and the sexiest fucking penis, then you're gonna stand on this side of the yard. And if you want to follow this fucking little faggot, then you go on that side. Alright?
Why are you all going over there?
Because they want to have fun, Bertram. They want to fuck, and they want to have an alpha.
They don't know what they want. They're dumb goats.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that? He thinks you're dumb.
Clearly, nobody here knows what they're doing.
There's your answer, Bertram. Now we're gonna start having a fucking orgy. You either get in or you get out. I saw a fucking great little island.
There's gonna be no orgies on my island, Chris.
Your island. Don't you see? Don't you see? Democracy rules, brother. Democracy rules.
Democracy is for fools.
Tell that to Plato.
You think the average goat knows anything? They can't even talk, Chris. They can't talk. You and I can talk. You and I could run a fair society and give these goats a good life.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
You're gonna fuck them all without the permission.
Some of them will give permission eventually.
Fucking isn't what they were put on this world to be.
It's what I was put on this world to be, brother.
And how do you know that?
God told me it. I saw him. He put me down.
God
and
told
he
you?
whispered. Yes, he whispered in my ear. He said, fuck your husband. Because he wanted me to get his old lady to fuck him in front of me.
Now you're just crazy.
I swear to God.
You're crazy.
I swear to God, dude.
Why would you swear to a god who just told you something like that? God's not real.
Look at what he made me into. And you're gonna tell me he's not real?
Chris, God is not real.
Do you hear this? This guy's a fucking pariah. What do you say to that, Bertram?
I think I might be the only civilized person on this fucking island.
I'm gonna kick you in the fucking nuts, brother.
Fuck you!
Oh!
I'm gonna punch you right in the fucking boner!
Oh my... Oh, wait, hang on, do that again. That kind of felt good, dude.
Ew! You are so vile! You fucking disgust me! I can't believe you're my fucking brother.
Yeah, well, believe it, brother, because I got 11 years worth of memories in my head that says I'm your fucking brother.
Well, I've also got 11 years worth of memories in my head, and yeah, you are my brother.
So what are you gonna fucking do about it, fucking pussy?
I guess nothing.
That's what I thought.
Have your island.
Have my orgy is what I heard.
Fuck that Chris Conley. Fuck, what am I gonna do? Fuck, this forest is so fucking dense. This is fucking bullshit. Oh, a piece of grass. Hello?
Hey, brother.
Oh, hello?
How's it going?
What are you doing? You talk?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm the magic man. I'm a local Sherpa, a local shaman. And I just stumbled upon this little island here, and I'm just coming around to see what the fuck's up. I'm a regular explorer, yo.
Well, hello. Nice to have you here. I have to be frank with you. This island is shrouded with sin.
Sin? Oh.
Bad vibes all around this island, Magic Man.
Bad vibes, you say? Well, I got some white sage. Now, don't worry. Do not cancel me. It is ethically sourced. Now, I got this right from a Native American reservation. So if they had a problem with it, I think they wouldn't have sold it to me. But we can burn this, and we can, like, smudge the whole area. What do you think?
You want to walk across this whole island and burn white sage?
Do you think it's culturally insensitive?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but no. Look, I don't think you quite understand what's... Magic Man, come with me.
Okay, dude.
I need to show you something.
Okay, what's going on?
Do you see that? That whole field right there?
What's going on down there, dude?
My brother Chris has set up an orgy on the whole island. All he wants to do is fuck. And these goats, him and I are the only ones who can speak. You're the first person I've ever met that can speak here.
Yeah, I'm a human. What's up?
Oh, I'm a goat. No.
Yeah.
I don't believe I've ever... Bertram.
Magic Man, nice to meet you.
Magic Man, is that some sort of human name?
Yeah. It's actually, I guess, more like a wizard name, but, you know, whatever.
Oh, you're a wizard.
Yeah, a little bit. Got a little bit of magic in me. That's why they call me Magic Man. That, and I'm really good at getting laid. Not anything to do with what they're doing, though.
Magic Man, look. These goats can't speak. And he is fucking all of... There he is. You see him down... Take these binoculars. Do you see him down there?
Oh my god, these are just like the binoculars that a lesbian handed to me at Celine Dion's concert in Las Vegas.
I don't know what you mean by that, but... Do you see Chris down there?
Oh my god, dude, he is an alpha. That is a muscular goat.
Spare me.
He has a really big penis, too. I mean, his dick to body size ratio is like 90% penis. I mean, that's... Whoa. I mean, I'm not gay or anything.
He thinks he was put on here from God to fuck.
Oh. Well, I mean, He might have been, dude, but
No, he wasn't, Magic Man. He's a terrible person.
Well, here's your binoculars. You know, I'm starting to believe that he might be a terrible person, because rewind, strike the tape, and tell me the thing you said again. These goats, they don't speak?
No, all they do is bah, bah, bah.
So, okay, by my standards, that means, brother, they can't consent. Are we on the
consent.
same wavelength?
We're on the same wave. No consent.
There's gotta be consent in a lawful society, otherwise we're just animals.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, I might be an animal, but at least I have sentience. These things can't think for themselves. And when we were put here, when we came here with our memories, he had all of the goats go to one side of the island if they wanted to fuck. They can't think for themselves. They're animals.
Likely they just flocked to something loud. I mean, that's likely what happened. He was just being loud and they went to the loudest thing. You're probably right on that.
He's a manipulative man, but I think he thinks he has powers from God.
You know, I don't know about all that, but based on my logic of him literally raping like a sea of I think this man's gotta be stopped, to be honest. I think he's gotta be stopped.
What can be... White Sage isn't gonna do it.
No, you know, and I gotta say, dude, I think I'm a human, so, like, I'm not an animal. I'm already different from all this, and I could just leave you here and let you animals do, like, Mother Nature or some shit, but you're a really cool goat. We don't have cool goats like you where I'm from. You talk, you're intelligent, and honestly, you know, you got a pretty big penis yourself. It's average. It's average. Not as big as his, but it's average.
Yeah, thank you.
We look for that in a leader. And, you know, I think that maybe if I intervene here, that, like, maybe I could do something, and, like, you and me...
I think that would be wonderful.
Now, let me pick your brain about something else. Before I do this, you ever heard of Bernie Sanders and socialism?
Of course I have.
Oh my god! Do you love it? Are you Bernie or bust? Are you a burner?
Bust the wage gap. Break the ceiling.
Oh my god!
Everybody, democratic socialism without the Democrat.
Yes. Yeah, no Democrats. They don't know how to get anything done. Just go straight socialist, share everything. You know, Bertram, you and me, same ideas, same sort of thing. You say you and me get this thing together. I'll take care of Chris. I'll take care of him, get him, and I'll make sure that they're petrified of him. And he'll have no recourse among all these goats.
So what do you say? I go round him up, I bring him back here, we'll take care of him, and then we'll install socialism?
Yeah, dude, I think it should be easy. I mean, look, this is a sea of sheep, basically. I mean, I know they're goats, but for all intents and purposes, they're sheep. So you could do whatever you want. You could indoctrinate them into your way, and fuck, I mean, that sounds good to me, because you and I think alike.
Right, because you and I are intelligent people. We know that the masses don't know how to think for themselves, so they have to think to a government, a strong government. And they must give us everything, and then we divide it equally. Otherwise, they'll just be for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, exactly. And they need some sentiency, dude. Especially because if they knew they were all getting raped right now, I think they'd be pretty sad.
Well, I don't think they need sentiency, but I mean, some of them do. Some of them do. Now,
you can choose. You can pick and choose and educate the ones you think are the best. I mean, I'll leave that up to you. I think over the next couple generations, this is gonna evolve into something really cool.
All right. Well, let me give Chris a ring.
Oh, hello. Fuck! I'm in the balls deep in another goat.
Chris, you'll never believe it. There's a herd of sexy goats up here, and they're all virgins.
Herd of vixens, you say?
Goats. Vixens?
I don't know, I just was trying to be horny, dude.
Well, come up here and fuck, brother. I've now come to your ways. I know.
Oh my god, you're getting balls deep!
No, I want to wait for my brother so I can tag team with you.
Oh my god. Let's do this!
Sounds like he's on his way.
Yeah, he thinks we're having a spit roast. Ew.
Let me get a cocktail ready here. Got what I've got here. Got feta cheese, okay. And, alright, a little bit of THC, CBD oil. And, I'm gonna put in some sriracha. And, of course, cannot forget 4 rounds of Jose Cuervo. Alright, and we'll shake this shit up.
Oh, it's glowing.
It's gonna make him into something real cool, dude. I'm gonna give this to you, and I'm gonna bop on out of here, okay? I don't want to know what happens after this, but...
Well, how do I administer it?
Tell him it's a fucking, Viagra. You ever heard of that? It makes your dick hard. Tell him it's a Viagra.
Okay. Magic Man, can I have your number?
Oh, no. There's no number, dude, but if you ever need to find me, come to Little Tennessee's only time travel museum. I got a cool gig there.
Okay.
That's how you can find me, dude.
Okay.
Other than that, I just kind of wander the earth, but send all mail, all requests there. They'll get to me.
Okay. Goodbye, Magic Man. Thank you.
Also, I'm on Cameo. Forgot to say. You're into birthday requests. If you're into, you want a shout out, a pep talk, $50. So hit me up on my 24-hour delivery.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Oh, I'm coming, brother. Oh my God. Where'd all the vixens go, dude?
They're just around the bend, brother. Listen.
Oh my God.
Listen.
Yeah. What?
You've never had Viagra like this.
Huh?
Do you see how hard my dick is?
Oh my God, brother. Yeah, that's the biggest yours has ever been. It's still piddly compared to this thing.
Okay, whatever. We don't have to... We know you're the bull.
Ha! That's goddamn right I am, brother.
Listen, here. I'm not sure how much you're supposed to drink of this, but I think the whole thing... There we go.
Oh, dude, that felt so good. I'm tingling.
Is it
I'm
working?
getting so fucking hard. Oh, dude, I'm getting so hard. It's... Ow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My hair's falling out, dude. Where'd my horns go? Ow.
He was right.
Ow. Ow. Fuck.
Oh. What is happening to you? Ew.
Oh my God! Oh my God, I'm a 36-foot tall red penis!
You disgust me.
Why is everybody running from me?
You think any of these goats would want you now?
What did you do to me, Bertram?
It's not what I did to you, it's what the wizard did to you.
Huh? You met some witch?
This is not how you run an island.
It's not how you run an island!
No, you don't run it with fucking. Now fuck off.
You don't run it with what?
Nobody here wants anything to do with you, disgusting freak. Look, they're all running. Look, they're all scared of you.
Oh my God! Bertram, raise your hand if you want Chris!
They don't want you, Chris.
Someone just gained sentiency seeing me? The big red penis?
Yes.
Oh my God! I'm the big red! Oh my God, nobody's ever gonna see me. I'm just like the gum. I'm just like the cinnamon chewing gum. I'm gonna hide my face in shame, brother. But don't you forget this. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be fucking back, Bertram.
No, you're not. Go away, Chris. How's everybody feel about socialism?
Meh! Meh! Meh!
We don't use that word anymore.
Okay, but Bertram, it sounds like you were the enemy in that story.
What the fuck are you talking? What? How did you even remotely glean that?
Everything that you just said, like, you took a democratically elected leader, and with some... Honestly, what I was shocked to find out was the Magic Man. You turned him into what he is now, who is now hell-bent on coming back here and enacting his revenge. Therefore, you brought about the end of Goat Island. How do you not see that?
No, under my leadership, Godot, I did the right thing. I didn't kill my brother. I just transformed him into what he really was, which is a disgusting fucking dick.
Yeah, but now you've forced him into being only that. Now he lives reclusive, fucking and raping anything that stumbles onto his island. How does that make you feel?
It disgusts me. I wish he was dead.
Well, I don't know what, Bertram. I mean, I don't know how I can come back from this.
Clark, why are you judging me?
Yes, of course I am, Bertram.
Don't judge me.
Bertram, what you just told me, you were the villain.
I am not the villain.
And, like, I feel uncomfortable, like, even being here. And to be frank, I don't know if house arrest is enough for you. We might have to put you back in minimum security.
Barbara, come in.
Barbara, what are you doing?
Stop right there.
What, right here?
To the left.
Is this some sort of...
The left.
Right here, on this trap door?
Yep.
Oh, okay, get on the trap door.
Bye, Clark.
What do you mean? Ah! He pushed the button and I'm falling down an endless tunnel to nowhere!
Finally, this island will be mine again. These idiots have no clue what they're doing. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Oh. Bertram, that feels good.
Hello and welcome to MOATAIF. Oh god, I thought I was over the coughs, but I guess I'm not. Folks, I don't have COVID. I just, just like the characters of MOATAIF, I smoke a little bit of the weed while I'm doing it. Folks, we're back. Can't forget that that's part of the intro. And folks, boy, howdy. Do we have an episode for you today? I mean, something pretty life-changing happened to me, folks, and it happens to every little boy someday, you hope. And we're going to talk a little bit about sex today. And, every episode is definitely not intended for children, but more so this one. And it's also not necessarily good for any family member or significant other to listen to. So
Not safe for work either.
Not safe for work either.
Well, unless you have headphones in. If you want to listen to sex talk while you're at work, that's up to you. Don't play it out loud. I don't think anybody would ever listen to MOATAIF out loud.
Yeah, don't play MOATAIF out loud. But I mean, I know, hey, Royal Nicholas Vinton back in MOATAIF's original heyday would listen to it at work all the time and have to pause it from laughing so hard. So, listen to it at work, but definitely in headphones.
Especially this episode, I guess, is what we're saying.
If you're a family member or, one of our significant others, thank you for your finally supporting us in this podcast and checking out an episode. This isn't the one.
Please pause it and double tap the home button if you're using an iPhone and close that app. If you're using an Android, I don't know how to do it.
No, I have no fucking idea how you use your phone. But don't skip to the next episode. If it hasn't come out yet, skip to the one before this. But we're going to be talking about our sexual encounters. We've talked about masturbating and things we've masturbated to and our first times masturbating and all that kind of stuff. But we've never really gone into our sexual encounters. And a lot of that was because in the original series, I hadn't had sex.
Yeah, they were limited sexual encounters, weren't they?
There was really nothing to talk about. I mean, I think we had talked a few times about, just the fact that you had sex, and I think there's a classic episode, entitled "Brit's Not Here, There Were Just Noises Outside." Oh. Where I think you tell me about a sexual encounter that you had at a certain place where we were. So I think we have kind of talked about some sexual encounters before, but I know just
from the title,
right? Exactly.
Where that's so weird because usually I don't really remember from the title.
That was it's a and a deeply ingrained title there.
Memory.
But anyway, I wasn't in a serious relationship until I was 21. I think I met Taylor when I was 21, and we didn't start dating right away. We knew each other for about 5 or 6 months maybe before we started dating. But it was pretty much right away that I thought I would see her in class, and I'm like, I thought I had no chance of ever being with her in a million years. I thought she was way out of my league, and I'm like, there's no. I'm me, you know what I mean? I'm like, there will never be anything between us, but that didn't stop me from being like, oh yeah, she's attractive, and of course then I fell in love with her, and there are a lot of times where we'll be making love and I realize I'm like, holy shit, I'm having sex with Taylor from acting class.
Yeah, it's really surreal.
Right, even though it's 4 years later now. We celebrated our 4-year anniversary on November 12th of 2021.
Nice.
And so even though it's been 4 years, there's still that sense of holy shit, I can't believe I'm doing this. Because for me, I've always dreamed about having sex. I've always been very sexual from a very early age, like we've discussed on the show. I was perverted at a young age, taught about sex way too young. And in fact, I remember once being at my Aunt Kathy's house and telling my cousin Andrew, I can't wait until I'm 14, because I thought that's when everybody had sex. You turn 14, you have sex. Don't know why I thought that.
Did you tell him the reasoning about why you couldn't wait to turn 14?
Oh yeah, I was like, I can't wait to turn 14 and have lots of sex, and he told me, he laughed and took me around to everybody and told me to tell them what I said, and including Aunt Kathy, and it was bad.
That's fucked up.
It was stupid, but they knew I was perverted from an early age. What can I say? But I've always been dreaming about it. And folks, not sad to say, but semi-sad to say, I didn't lose my virginity until I was 22 years old. Now, I don't know what the average is, but I feel like lots of people lose it in high school.
I feel like people wait till afterwards.
I wanted to lose it in high school. I don't know why. I just was so horny. I'm like, I want to have sex.
Well, I lost mine at the tail end of high school, senior year, but I agree with you. I always wish, like, when I heard people talk about in 8th grade, I'm like, people are doing that?
Yes, I'm like, people are actually having sex?
It would just make me unbelievably horny to hear any sort of person in our school having sex, but jealous to such an unbelievable degree. I'm like, what?
Exactly, because it's like, I'm in a completely different world. I'm not even close to having sex.
Not even close to having a connection with somebody.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally like 10 years away at that point from having sex, if you think about it.
Sad.
Now that we know when it happened, I was still 10 years away from doing it. It's crazy stuff. And folks, I'm in no position to have a child. So as far as my sexual encounters have occurred, even though they've only been with one person, they have always been protected with a condom. For the first few months of our relationship, we didn't have sex. We would just beat
around the bush.
Have oral and
No pun intended.
hand jobs and that kind of things. Yeah, eat around the bush, good one. And there would be a lot of times, where that was just what we did, and then we'd, finish ourselves off. But eventually it became time, and the day, I don't know what day I lost my virginity, but it was at the Roberts Retreat by Sandals, mine and Mr. Quillen's apartment on Villa Road in Springfield. Classic apartment, featured in the background of many great videos. And just a really fun place to live.
Oh, yeah.
And we had a lot of fun. There were a few times where we would be messing around and we would almost have sex, and it never happened. We ended up wasting one condom at one point because I put it on and then we couldn't figure out how to get it in, basically. Just awkward, first time, how do we do this? How do you get your bodies together?
It was both of your first times?
Yeah. And so, everybody was so, everybody. We were both, so awkward. We didn't know, how do you get it in? And by the time we got into a position that it might have worked, the mood was gone, and we were, she was too nervous, and we stopped. But it did end up happening, and it happened for the first time sitting on the Roberts Retreat by Sandals couch. We went out. I slipped on the condom, and that was the first way we were able to get it in, was with her sitting on me, straddling me. I don't know what that position would be called. And it didn't last very long, to say the least. Taylor says that I was saying, "Oh my God," over and over again. I don't remember that because it was, just such a euphoric experience. This is what I've waited for all my life. Literally all my life. I can't believe this is happening. And I can't believe this is happening with Taylor from acting class, who's been my girlfriend for, basically a year, Yeah, it was definitely a short experience, but it opened the door, and, we've had lots of sex since then, it ebbs and flows, but
4 years worth. Yeah,
4 years worth of sex. And interestingly, this year, since I've been journaling, I've been keeping track every time that we have sex with a sticker.
Oh, Lord.
A little heart sticker. It didn't start until March where I actually finally did it. So at the end of the year, I'm gonna go back and average out what it might have been for January and February based on the average of the the rest of the year. Because at the end of the year, I really want to do analyze that a year of journaling and see those kinds of little statistics. I want to do another piss log, and see updates on that kind of stuff, and just I think that would be a good little New Year's
That's
special,
funny.
right?
That's cool. It's how Spotify keeps track of your most listened songs. But I want to add in too, I think it's funny that you do that because Stephanie's mom on her calendar would mark the same thing.
Are you
Me
serious?
and Stephanie figured out the code.
That's so funny.
Fucking awkward.
What did she put on the calendar?
She just put like a little star.
Oh my god.
And like we were looking at it for like a long time. We'd be like, why are there stars here? And then we really started to add up like, well, that's every time her like boyfriend's over. But not every time, but like sometimes her boyfriend is over and she stars it.
That's so funny. Yeah, at some point we came into owning, I don't know how I got them, but there's like tie-dye heart stickers. And I remember we'd put some on a bong that we had named after Alicia Lee. So we'd put a bunch of stickers on her, on that bong, until it broke, unfortunately. But these heart stickers I have used, I'm about to run out of them, luckily, after a year of journaling and keeping track of my sex dates. But we'd never have had unprotected sex in all of those 4 years. Not that you have to. Safe sex is definitely a good thing. You know, we've had a lot of discussions about the efficacy of birth control because, like I said, we are in no position ready to take care of a kid, and I'm not in the capacity to make a sacrifice that I would have to make to take care of a kid, like go work a forklift job, tomorrow. I don't want to do that. I want to, I want to try to have a creative career, and I want to work like as minimal hours as I can, and you can't do that with a kid.
Yeah.
So we do take a lot of precautions. We had protected sex, and for the longest time, we also used condoms and pull-out method all together. We were using 3 methods of birth control, basically, if you really think about it, because I would wear a condom, she had birth control, and I would not ejaculate inside her. That changed one day. I don't remember why, but we had a nice day, and she was like, I'm going to let you come inside me. It's TMI. This is why I said don't listen if you didn't want to hear that. She said, I'm going to let you come inside me. And I'm like, oh, I would love to do that. I've been like, she told me in the morning, and then she had to go to work or whatever, and I spent the whole fucking day hard as a rock.
Just thinking
waiting.
about it.
Just thinking about it, because I mean, it's when you're having sex with a condom or just pull out, and you have to wait until that little sweet spot where you're about to come, but you still have enough time to get the penis out and then finish yourself off, which is a really sweet spot that you have to learn to find.
Sometimes you pull it out early, and you're like, okay, hold on.
Right, and you're like, I could have stayed in there a few more minutes,
but now I'm like, kind of close again. Like,
exactly.
No, she's not going to be in it if I put it back in.
Right, and so it's just perfect. So it was like, this is gonna be perfect because I can finish. I'm like, this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna see what it feels like to finish inside someone. Hell yes. So we did it.
That's something I still haven't done. I'm jealous of that.
It's a great feeling, brother. I mean, and it has turned into like one of my favorite things to say is I'm gonna fill you up.
Dude, I wish I could do that.
Sex.
That's like every man's fantasy.
It is.
Even just I would love to just do the dirty talk and have no intention of actually doing it. Just like, I'm going to come in you.
Right. And there were a lot of times that she would do that, and I would be like, are you serious? Like, I would like break quote unquote break character while we're having sex, and I'd be like, are you serious? You want me to come inside? And she'd be like, no. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to come inside you, and like back into the role play. Right. Like, but it was a big difference because, like I said, that like we were just discussing, there's like this awkward transition where it's like, take it out, and then you got to like fucking jerk yourself off, and you might have missed the prime opportunity to, ejaculate. All of that guesswork is taken out when you can, ejaculate inside your woman, and it was a magical experience. That was a magical day too, and couldn't recommend it highly enough. And never went back after that. Every time it's like, I'm gonna come inside you, with consent. With consent.
Every time I am going to come inside.
Right. That was just like what it was understood. That's our new normal of sex. I'm allowed to come inside you if I'm wearing a condom. Well, folks, yesterday this is so weird because it was like honestly a really bad day. I was having a terrible day, and I was livid because I was out of marijuana. And I had like the shortest temper, and it's like the worst feeling in the world. And on top of that, everything was annoying me already. I'm currently working on a play that isn't really as fun as I thought it would be, and is kind of being more of an endurance test. But hopefully things are getting better. And I was dreading having to go to that. I'm dreading having to like go to work. I'm like waiting for another job opportunity. All these like annoying things that are going on in my head. People are awful drivers. All this shit. I'm having a terrible day. Taylor's like, let's take a bath and just soak before you have to go to your class, before your rehearsal. I'm like, fine. I'm like, I'm putting my phone up. I've got an hour and a half until I have to leave. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to sit here and dread it. I'm just going to relax, and I'm going to go get in the hot tub or the bathtub. We relax there naked. We're like cleaning each other, getting all hot and heavy. And she's like, get on top of me. And so I do, and we start making out, and I'm like, I want you so bad. Now, it's important to note that we ran out of condoms. And it was kind of just one of those things where it's like, well, when we get out of the bathtub, I'm gonna eat your pussy and you'll suck my cock and we'll we'll finish we'll do that. So we got out of the bathtub and she's like, I'm thinking about just maybe like putting it in and not doing anything and then taking it out just to like tease you with it. And I'm like, okay.
Literally, right.
Yeah, I'm like, my ears perk up. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll take what I can get if you're actually going to let me put it in raw. Like I said, this has probably happened once or twice before where, like, we've almost tried it, and then it just, she got too nervous and we didn't do it. I was like, this is probably going to happen again. Not in anything bad against her. I'm like, it's just like, this is like the third or fourth time she's like said, I'm going to tease you by just putting it in, and then we'll take it back out, and it didn't happen. So I'm like, yeah, it's probably going to happen again. So we lay in the bed. I'm like, oh my God, we're like making out. And she does it, and it goes in, and I mean, it was a little hard at first, just because, like, there's some natural lubrication in the condom,
right?
That you're losing on a normal penis, and so we, I get in there, and it's, it's nice. It's
of course. Is that all you can say about it? It's nice. Well, at first we're just sitting there, I'm not moving around. We're basically just soaking, the Mormon term soaking, where you put your penis in and just sit there and make out. I didn't know that was a term. Yeah, and that's all we were going to do, basically, is just soak, just soak, and then I was going to take it out and, we were going to do it. Well, then we started she's like, just move it around a little bit. And I started moving it, and folks, I got to say, the condom, I'm not anti-condom. Definitely use birth control if you have to. But folks, it is true what they say. The condom obscures so much of the sensations. Would you agree? I would say about 80%. Yes. Now, don't get me wrong. I've loved having sex for the last 3-4 years with condoms. I've loved it. But I am a new man. I have awoken to a whole new sensation, folks. And it is one of the best things I've ever experienced in this whole entire world. Literally. Folks, I used to have a fleshlight. I'm not going to lie. I forgot about that. It was an ass mold. It does not do any justice to what the inside of probably even just a human anus feels like, but this plastic anus does not at all come close to what the real thing feels like. Folks, the head is so sensitive. And this is one thing that makes me confused, because I remember in How To with John Wilson, they talked to somebody who's a foreskin advocate, an anti-circumcision person, and he says that if you have your foreskin, you experience even more of this pleasure on your head. Yeah, it's because your foreskin rubs up against your head when you go in and out. Now, see, I guess that makes sense, but to me, what I liked was knowing that everything I was feeling was Taylor. I mean, maybe that's TMI, but it's like, if I'm getting this sensation from my penis, I could just be masturbating. I'm like, I was shocked by how much the head of your penis can feel. Oh yeah. The condom completely suffocates the process, unfortunately. It's more than even like your finger. Oh my God, yes. It's an incredible sensation in there. And I remarked to Taylor the whole time, I'm like, oh my God, I can feel you with my head. Because it's like a sensation I didn't even know I was missing. Because right. I'm like, oh, the condom's going to it's going to take away some of it naturally, but it's not going to take away that much. It takes away so much. So much. You can't go back after you've experienced, like, it's just, I don't even know, like, at this point, why people use condoms. No, I mean, just for birth control. And I mean, at that point, it's like, and there's so much in the news recently about, like, and just like in the society where it's like, why do we expect women to take a pill that makes them throw up all the time just so we can have unprotected sex? I get it. There should be some sort of other alternative. Condoms are not the way. I would take a pill. Yeah. I would take a pill.
there is no denying that the condom just obscures some of the process. And folks, it has been an absolute dream. Even the fact that I couldn't finish inside, which has been the pinnacle of my life up until that point, I finished. I was like, you better take it out. And I grabbed onto my cock, and it's just covered in pussy juice.
Right.
TMI.
And you use that as the lubricant to finish yourself
and
off.
I used that as lube. And I said, it's so wet. And she apologizes, and I'm like, don't apologize. I fucking love it. And, comes shooting out of me all over myself.
Right. Absolutely spraying.
It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. She goes to the bathroom. I get up. I'm walking to the bathroom. Comes dripping off me. She tells me I'm smiling from ear to ear. I believe it. I look in the mirror. I see that I'm literally the happiest man alive. Complete 180 from the earlier in the day when I was literally blood boiling, burning red, just like Big Red, to a complete 180 Big Red after he comes. Like, literally, it was a complete 180. Whole incredible shift change. I went and enjoyed my rehearsal. I didn't enjoy it, but I went and had a much more positive experience. And folks, I can't stop thinking about it. I told Taylor, she's at work, she went to work. I'm like, I can't stop thinking about what you feel like. I can't stop thinking about what that felt like. I can't. I'm that little boy again. I mean, it's incredible, but it's like I can't stop thinking about what that feels like.
The first person I ever did it with was Abigail. Unprotected, at least. And I literally felt the same exact way. I'm like, I don't know how I could ever go back from this.
For a second, I was literally, my whole worldview was shook. I was like, the Clit Commander lied about all of his sexual experiences before Abigail.
Well, I mean, Stephanie was the first person I actually ever had sex with.
Right, that's what I thought, yeah.
But I had sexual encounters before that, but we had always done it with a condom.
Yeah.
But, dude... Me and Abigail was just like, we just don't really want to go buy them. And then we did go buy them, and it was just kind of like, let's just, like, maybe not put it on. And then
yeah.
So much better. Because, like you're saying, it's just so, like, for me, I love being able to tell, like, how much she likes it, too.
Yes.
Based, like, how much she likes what's happening, because you can feel them get wetter. Like, like it's so sensitive,
exactly.
You can feel the amount of moisture increase.
Yes,
and decrease. So you're like, oh, better switch it up a little bit.
You don't get any of that with the condom, and I just felt so much more. I told her, I was like, I feel like this is so intimate.
Oh my God, yes it is, because you're literally
so
feeling their insides.
Right.
Yeah, that's like the most intimate you could ever be with somebody, and like a condom just feels like vague tightness. Feels like a fleshlight. Like, feels like you fucked a fleshlight.
Right.
With lubricant in it with just your bare penis.
Right. It's I mean, if I, because Taylor's like, that was, we're only going to do that on special occasions, is what she says. Because she, up until this point, besides, like, the birth control thing, she's like, I want to save it for our wedding night. And she's like, I don't want to give you everything, and then you're bored with me by the time we get married, that kind of thing. Whatevs. I'm like, the second it happened, I'm like, I could never get tired of that. Ever. I could never get tired of that. No. So you say you're, because I remember you obviously have a latex allergy, and so you had to, I mean, I use skin condoms, non-latex condoms, just because, I don't know, I liked them.
I think I had given you some at some point.
That might be what it was.
Because I was just like, me and Abigail are using these.
Yeah, I think that probably was what it was, and I'm like, actually, I like these, because I had been buying Trojans, but they're, like, not very good. I mean, sorry. And I really felt like I had, like, a latex glove on me when I used latex, and for the most part, I don't know, is skin vinyl? I
think so. I mean, it doesn't bother my allergy.
Yeah, it's non-latex, whatever it is, but it seems like it's a lot thinner, and I definitely liked that about it. And there's just, I could go back, but like, God, I really don't want to, because I can't stop thinking about it. And of course I'm gonna,
oh dude, it's incredible.
I'm gonna do it, but maybe here's the thing, do I just never buy condoms, or is that entrapment? Because like, she's already kind of told me she's not comfortable with doing it all the time, but maybe she is.
I feel like, I don't know, because even when I stopped doing, like, using the condom with Abigail, like, sometimes she would want to use it, but it would just kind of graduated on to, like, we've been fine. You have to, like, prove that, like, nothing's going to happen. Like, you have to prove almost you're good at your pull-out game.
Right. Well, and she's really nervous even about pre-cum, because, like, as I was laying there, like, basically humping her, waiting for her to allow me to enter her perfect crevice, I was, I had started leaking, I mean, hey, and she's like, see, look, pre-cum, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, but that's what birth control is for.
I don't understand pre-cum. I don't think I've ever had it.
Really?
I mean, sometimes, like, if I'm, like, masturbating and it's gone on a little longer, I can feel, like, a little moisture or whatever. I've never seen it come out. But, I mean, I don't want to curse myself, but at the same time, it's like, Abigail isn't even on birth control, and we've done it for over 2 years successfully.
Yeah.
The only close call I've ever had was when I wasn't in the mood after the fact. Like, I didn't even want to get myself off, so I'm like, did I come? I don't think I did.
Oh,
like,
I see.
I might have. It might have just been like a little tiny one. I don't think I did. And it was just like, oh, we just got plan B.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
We've never, like, we've had, like, maybe a couple times where it's just like, you haven't got your period yet? But, like, it's never turned into anything other than that.
Well, and up until this point, there have been times where Taylor's, like, had that thing where she just gets nervous if it's even a day late. And she'll be like, I'm probably pregnant. And I'm like, up until yesterday, I'm like, there's literally no possible way. Right. Because, like, we had a condom, I didn't come inside you, and you're on birth control. There's no possible way. But, hey, after yesterday, every day there's that possibility if we keep this route. It's definitely a risky route, but that's why birth control is 99% effective. And, like... Yeah,
I'm taking a much more riskier route than you are. At the same time, like, Abigail doesn't want to have a kid. I wouldn't mind having a kid, but I would not want to have one if she didn't want to have one. But I mean, if it really came down to it, we'd probably just get an abortion.
Yeah, I don't blame you for sure. That's your right, and I would too. I would hope that I would have enough money to be honest with you, because like that's like
I guess just in my mind, I'm like, we could scrounge up $500 for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would just be like, Mom.
Yeah, I'm in a pickle.
Help me pay for my abortion. I definitely wouldn't say that, but of course, like I want to have a kid, but it's like not. I don't even see it being within the next 10 years.
10?
Yeah, I mean, God's honest truth.
I hope I think within 10. Jesus Christ.
I feel like I'm gonna be because I don't even see. I mean, it's probably just the situation I find myself in now, but like. I have no idea where I'm going to be in 5 years, let alone 10, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't, financially, career-wise, state, I have no idea what any of that looks like, really, at this point in my life. And so, to me, it's like, kids seem so far off, because I want to be able to, like, provide for my kid. I don't want to be able to be, like, I don't want to have to be...
Yeah, that's what we talk about.
You know, I don't necessarily want to have to... You know, my parents did what they had to do, and all parents should and do, but, like, I don't want to have to get on, like, WIC to buy formula and stuff like that. I don't want to have to, like, you know, beg people to give me diapers because, like, we're out of diapers and, you know, go through all... It's a lot of money to raise a kid. A lot of money. And I can hardly support myself. You know what I mean? So I know, to me, it's a long ways away, but sex, it's got to happen every day.
Every day?
Dude, I think I might, honest to God, have like a sex addiction. You know,
I couldn't go. I can masturbate every day. I don't know if I could have sex every day.
It's you know, and like sometimes, you know, there's a lot of times where it's like, let me get this straight. I am horny enough that I could come every day, and I do.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm the same way.
I definitely come every day, and yeah, you know, there's definitely times where it's like in the perfect scenario, I know that I could have sex every day. But then, you know, you get to the point where it's like, well, our schedules don't match up, and it's, you know, I don't get home until 10, and she's already, you know, half asleep. I'm tired because I worked all day, and I'm not in the mood, and what have you, you know. The only time that we'd be able to is in the early morning, and she doesn't want to do that because then she'd have wet underwear all day. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit, you know. There's
logistics.
You know, she's on her period and she doesn't feel like it, but I have my red wings, you know, I have painted the town red. I don't, you know, that's not something that's going to stop me if it's consent, if I have consent. And I don't know, dude. I mean, I definitely could if I wasn't tired, if our schedules matched. In the perfect scenario, I could absolutely have sex every day. Absolutely.
Damn. I don't know. I just need I need to like spice it up a little bit. Like sometimes I get to the point even when I'm masturbating every day, it's just kind of like, I didn't really even want to do that, but I just did it just to like feel good for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, you're right. And sometimes it's like, well, this was just for something to do.
Right. And like sex is just a lot of work. So it's like, like if I'm not that into it, I don't really want to have it.
For sure, there have definitely been times when like Taylor's in the mood and I'm like, I'm not necessarily like I was earlier in the day, but then by the time it's actually time to have sex, I've already masturbated
2-3 times. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, I don't really have the energy to do it. And so like there have been a few times when I've had to turn it down, and it always guts me when it's turned down to me because I'm like, fuck, I've been looking forward to this all day. Really wanted to come inside you. You know,
I've been trying to convince Abigail to come inside her butt, but she is not having it. She told me, I was like, I'm never gonna have it for the rest of my life. She's like, well, I wouldn't say that, but she's like,
right.
I'm like, well, when
life
should
is
I?
long.
I'm like, could I expect it in the next 10 years? And she's like, probably. I'm like, because I was like sad hearing that. I was just like, God, I just want to fucking come inside something.
Right.
Like the only thing I've ever came inside is a mouth, and it's just like felt amazing. But I just couldn't imagine the like.
It does feel good.
The butt to me is the perfect thing to do it. Of course, there is the risk of it leaking out of your butt and into your vagina.
Of course.
But I've looked it up on the internet, and it seems like that's like, I guess like as soon as it hits air, it's like dead.
Right, I've heard that too.
But I don't know how much you can trust that. But I would love to come inside a butt. But even then, like anal sex doesn't feel that good. It's like that's only something you do every once in a while.
Yeah, it's definitely the final frontier for us at this point because like.
Have you not done it?
No, haven't done anal. She's definitely way too afraid to. I want to like. I've been trying to like size train her or like at least like talk about the idea of starting to open that ass up. Like you know, pinky, you know, put my pinky in it. You know, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because she thinks it's, and it is a very tight asshole. You know, just from looking at it, I can tell it's a very tight asshole. And it's definitely one of my life's goals to get my cock in it. And, you know, just to cut through the bullshit. It's definitely one of my life's goals to get my cock into it. And we've talked about it. And, you know, like I've said, I've like, what about, like, just maybe I put my pinky in it? The most I've ate her ass. My tongue has ate her ass and licked around on the hole. Not for very long because, like, she is a very nervous person. I've put my tongue in under, like, just a little bit, like the tip of my tongue. And that's when, you know, I get the, no. You know, because it's scary.
See, that's to me how it started, was eating the ass and putting the tongue like all the way the furthest it could go.
Right.
And at that point, you just lift up with your tongue. You have to develop extreme tongue muscles for it. But then you just kind of get in there, and then at that point, you're like, oh, let me just slip in a finger. And it's just like, oh.
Exactly. Right, exactly.
Oh, okay. And then 2, and I'm like, well, 2? Like, that's almost the size. Right. Like, or that's almost the width we need.
Right. Well, that's like totally how we started, like, that's how I don't want to say convinced, but that's how like because like she's had like issues like with her vagina and has had surgeries and like that kind of stuff, and so she has a lot of like issues with. She was like afraid. She's like, nothing will ever fit inside my vagina, so like don't even like try to have sex with me. Like was her original like position, not like in a rude way, but just like, you know, like she was opening up and like that sounded really
that's
rude.
Like bombshell to hear as a man though, just like, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, no, that's not true. I'm like, that's not true. I mean, like, you're just nervous. And eventually, like, through fingering her and stuff, I'm like, well, look, if this fits, like, look at the size of my penis. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely gonna fit. And like I said, we've never looked back. And honestly, I don't think I can go back to condoms. I don't think I can do it.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just a conversation you have to have with her. Just like, it doesn't feel as good.
You've opened my eyes to a whole new world.
Right. I don't know. It does not feel as good at all.
It doesn't. And folks, you should use a condom if you have no other form of birth control and whatever. Yeah, and especially for safe sex. If you're having sex with someone random that you don't know, definitely pop on a condom.
Oh yeah, that for sure.
But it does. There's no doubt. You know, I've always thought it was kind of one of those things, like not an urban legend, but like blue balls. You know what I mean? Where like blue balls isn't real. You know what? No, you just jerk off. Blue balls isn't real. Like, and you know, kind of like the thing where like my dick doesn't fit in a condom, so like I can't wear a condom.
Who says blue balls isn't real? What are they talking about?
Well, I mean, because like people will use it. People will use it to manipulate their girlfriend into having sex with them or their partner.
Ooh.
Instead of like, it is true. Like I have experienced blue balls. I mean, like I talked about. I think on the original podcast, spooning Haley Myers
yes.
in bed, and then having to go with JT. JT stayed in the car.
Because like legitimately hurts.
It did hurt. It legitimately does hurt. And I've told Taylor about not
it's actual pain. I don't think women realize that it is actual pain.
And it can happen.
Like a throbbing of your balls.
Yeah, it really hurt. I was riding around with JT afterwards, and I had to pull over at Speedway and go masturbate because it hurt. It really hurt that bad. It hurt so bad. That's the only time it's ever happened to me. And I do think it's real, but people will they'll be like, babe, if we don't have sex, I'm going to get blue balls. You have to have sex with me, or I'm going to get blue balls.
That's fine.
Like,
Well, that's fucked up.
yeah, like that's not okay. Because like in that sense, just masturbate. It'll go away.
Right.
Like if she says no, she says no, dude. Like, or if he or she says no, they said no.
Right.
But at the same way, you always hear about it in movies and just regular conversation. Like a condom ruins it, babe. Like condom ruins it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It doesn't necessarily ruin it. You can still have a great sexual encounter, but once you've crossed the threshold. Dude, I seriously don't think I can go back. And I'm literally waiting.
I don't think that many people in committed relationships use them.
I know, that's the thing. Like when I told you and Bree in the group chat, I feel like you already knew that we were having condom sex, but I don't think I really talked about Bree with it that much. But she was kind of shocked too, because I feel like a lot of, especially in a committed relationship, you don't hear people using condoms very often.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a normal thing. I don't think it's... I guess I only said that in the sense that, like, I don't think it's like, babe, like, I can't feel anything. Like,
right.
I feel like that's how, like, men trap women in a marriage. And they just nut inside of them.
Mm-hmm. Just because they want to come inside them. Yeah.
Right. We're not sort of vile like that.
No, but, like, they do talk about that, like, on Sister Wives, speaking of soaking in Mormonism. They, he
weird.
said, Cody said once that...
So they talk about soaking in Sister Wives?
No, they didn't talk about soaking on Sister Wives, but... he talked about when his kids were getting married, that he's like, I want you to remain chaste. Don't have any sex until you get married, because, that's what you're supposed to do as a Mormon. And that's how they get around it, is soaking. They don't mention that on Sister Wives, but that's how Mormon... couples get around it. If I soak, if I just let you put your cock inside me and we don't do anything and then take it out, then we didn't have sex and we're both still virgins and can go to heaven. And he talks about, he's like, my kids, a lot of people in Mormon communities will rush into marriage because they want to have sex. So he's like, I just want to make sure they're doing it for the right reasons. But it's like, that's why you shouldn't wait until marriage to have sex.
Literally, right.
If you're just rushing to get married because you want to have sex with the person, just fucking have sex with them. That's so fucking antiquated and outdated, and God's not fucking real, you idiot. Like... I mean, come on.
You heard it here, folks.
Bree and I are big, well, Taylor and I too, but Bree and I are actually big Sister Wives fans. So Sister Wives coming back onto TV soon. I'm sure we'll be talking about that a little bit. A little bit of reality TV talk with me and Bree. A little gabbing girl time. The girls gabbing about Sister Wives. Because there's been some big upsets. One of the wives is leaving. And meanwhile... Now I know what soaking feels like, and I can totally get it.
You can relate with Mormons more.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I totally get it. I totally get it. And folks, here's to unprotected sex. Here's to sex in general. We do talk about sex a lot on the podcast, but not our own sexual encounters. So cheers to a return to, being depraved in our own sexual encounters. And until next time, folks, pray for me to keep having unprotected sex and stay moat.
Drink your prune juice, you old bat.